Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Joe, Swing This Kettlebell on Strength. I'm here at Think Tank Flotation and Wellness, and I wanted to talk to you about a couple points of things that I've noticed for a really long time, and over a long time of training people and coaching people, this is one of the most important things that people can do. So basically, if you have a goal, think about what that goal is. There's going to be an end, okay? No matter what it is, whether it's a powerlifting goal or a kettlebell goal or a biking goal or a running goal, there is going to be a certain amount, a distance, a weight, or something. So you're going to have phases of training and different things and time that leads up to that. So basically, what people start doing is towards the end of the goal, towards the end of their training programs and other things, they get to that point where they start kind of freaking out. And here's where everything comes to a big kind of, not a standstill, but just a major stress. You'll get the stress of physical exertion. You may not be sleeping as well. You might be pushing your body, your nervous system to the limit. Let's use running, for example, because next weekend it's the Flying Pig, which is a marathon in Cincinnati that's very large. Anyway, in the last couple weeks, people start to taper down. You're getting longer runs in, and the longer the run is, the harder it is to recuperate. But people don't want to stop training. So we're not saying to stop training, but we're saying that on those off days that you should be having, and on the phases of the recuperation, you should be focusing on getting massages and certain things. But what I was going to bring up to you is people will do almost anything. So here is where we tend to get pretty busy at the Flotation Center, at Think Tank Flotation. But normally I don't recommend that someone start something brand new. Like, I don't think they should start getting, let's say, Rolfed or something the week before their run, because it may totally change something. Or starting a yoga practice, something that is more physically demanding. You don't know how your body is really going to react by throwing a whole different gear in that machine. But now, the thing is with flotation is, it is basically wonderful for visualization and stress reduction. So think about this. If you are a runner and you're how many hundreds of thousands of steps that you're going to be absorbing impact and producing force, but mostly absorbing and transitioning force of your body weight on one leg. Think about all those structures that get so much work and so much tension. The muscles are absorbing the skeletal impact, so it's not destroying your cartilage in your knees and ligaments, all sorts of stuff. The discs of your body, of your spine. So anyway, why this is wonderful is we are vertically stacked. We are vertically challenged by gravity in almost everything we do, especially running. Running, hiking, climbing, things like that. But basically, let's use running as an example. So now, when you use flotation tank, which flotation tank doesn't have to be, you're not trying to shut your mind off. With people that are running, especially at high level, trying a half marathon or a marathon or even ultra, something like that, the best thing you can do is actually go in to visualize take an hour to 90 minutes to 2 hours and to float and visualize that race. Get some of the nervousness down, bring it more to be exciting instead of nervous. That's the thing, the nervous system. That's why we are nervous. Everyone is nervous to do something. And that's okay. That's not something wrong. That's getting your sympathetic nervous system to activate. But what we can also do is we can have too much of that going. If we're never given our parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite for rest and digest, recuperation and sleep, then we're not taking care of our sympathetic nervous system, and we can have all sorts of stuff from chronic pain to adrenal fatigue, digesting food very well because we're chronically stressed out. So anyway, in these last couple weeks right before your competition, whether it's powerlifting or running, one of the best things I think that you can do, and you can go anywhere across the country. I'm not saying this just because we have a center in Cincinnati, but go there and get your body, instead of being vertically stacked, get it to be supine and horizontal. So what that's going to do is, instead of this every step or impact or deadlift or whatever, we're going to be here, and we're going to allow those to decrease in their tension and decrease in compression forces of the joints, and your brain is going to absolutely love that. Your muscle tissue is going to be able to relax. It's going to be able to get some rest and be able to have better stretches. It helps with everything. So if you're a person that stretches or does massage or foam rolling, flotation can really, really help with that, because it's triggering your brain to actually turn down your tension of your musculature, because you're not vertically stacked and fighting gravity the same anymore that you have for 30 to 50 years or whatever it is. So that's something new, and you're going to be on that horizontal plane where you can, your knees, your ankles, your hips, your vertebrae, all the discs, your neck, cervical spine, everything get a chance to have some decompression versus the compression forces that you're getting through every step when you're running or when you're deadlifting. But anyway, I don't think that this is going to be something that you would add that could possibly go wrong, much as like taking a bunch of yoga and a bunch of stretching that you've never done before, one or 2 weeks away from a race. But this is something, like I said, it enhances visualization. You can picture yourself, you can picture the nutrition you have, you can go through everything, run the whole gamut of what you're doing comprehensively and holistically for this race or for this goal, and you can think about it. You have to be able to think about it and without distraction. And when you can think about things without distraction, you get a lot farther. Beyond that, muscular, it's absolutely incredible. If you add floating in, you're going to get some really, really deep tissue relaxation effect. And it gets stronger the longer you do it. I've spent anywhere from a normal 75 minutes. I'd rather do 45 or 30 than 0, because of the amount of weight and the amount of activity that I'm putting on my body. So I can go from here to here. Totally different than how my nervous system perceives things. But after that, I can get more energy. It's almost an adaptogenic effect of enabling us to continue to have the energy to do what we're passionate about. Whether you're getting paid, like as a running coach, or walking the walk and talking the talk, or you're doing it as a hobby, it's something to help you focus and clear your mind, just a trail runner or whatever. But anyway, like I said, as competition is very, very different than training, and we got to be careful that we're not overdoing it. So we can't do it later. So, if you're pushing so much that you can't recuperate from something, and you're not going to be able to enjoy the rest of your life, you might have to reassess, or at least find some things that are going to enable you to continue to do it at the level that you are. So anyway, definitely recommend trying flotation therapy, magnesium flotation tanks, wherever you are, especially for runners. It's just absolutely astounding how much it can help you. There's centers all over the country, all over the world now, that you can get in and test it out, and hopefully you have the right center where someone can describe and help you feel comfortable and confident that what you're doing is going to help benefit you and not them. Alright, so Joe from Swing This Kettlebell on Strength and at Think Tank Flotation, I will talk to you later.